Beginning, lying on your back. Extend your legs out in front. Place your arms by your side. Close your eyes. Bring your body to awareness, not by thinking about your body, but by opening and experiencing the felt presence of your body, feeling your body. And then opening to becoming aware of your breath. Once again, not by thinking about your breath, but by experiencing it directly in awareness, knowing the inflow and the outflow of your breath. As you stay aware of your body, as you stay aware of your breath, see can you soften, see can you relax your body. Maybe a deeper, longer, slower breath just spontaneously happens. Now step the heels towards the bum so your knees are bent. Maybe reposition your back, waist and bum, just be comfortable here. Giving attention to your breath again, begin to take breaths which are more deeply conscious, which are more slow and more complete. So as you inhale, your belly is soft, and slowly inflate your chest with your breath. So ribs broaden, breastbone lifts. As you exhale, the breastbone drops, the ribs move into the body, the belly moves into the body. So we'll do a few rounds of these breaths. We breathe with our mouth softly closed. The air comes and goes through the nostrils, but we don't breathe as such with the nostrils. We breathe with the muscles of respiration. So all we want to do really is just enable or facilitate a complete inhale, creating space for the lungs to fill as you breathe in, and a complete exhale. So as you breathe out, slowing the breath down so that the ribs can move into the body, chest drops, belly drops. So a couple more of these slow, complete, conscious, and importantly, soft breaths. Keep your nostrils soft. Okay, so we look to keep this breath going. Take your arms out to the sides at shoulder level. Extend into your fingertips. Let your head roll to one side. Inhale, head to center. On the exhale, let your head roll to the second side. And let's repeat this a few times. So it's more of a roll of the head, a letting go of the head to one side, and not a throwing, not a forcing of your head to the side. Okay, a couple more, side to side. Pause. Extend your heels towards the front of the mat again. Return your arms to be by your side. On an inhale, sweep one arm overhead and back behind. Reach it towards the wall behind. Then just open to the stretch through your shoulders, through the side body, through the arm. Side that you're stretching, take the heel a little bit further forward, just get a stretch through the side body. And we stay with the stretch. So we can use this sort of instruction of listening to the body. We listen with the inner ear, so to speak, but it's just saying, be aware, be present, experience the stretch in this case. We'll take one more breath here, slow, conscious, complete, soft breath in and out. And on the out breath, return your arm to be by your side. Inhale, second arm goes overhead. Reach into the fingers, spread the fingers, experience the stretch, walk the heel away, take some breaths. So as you hold the stretch, there's kind of a mix of different energies at work. The external, we are lengthening, opening, but internally we want to stay soft. So there is this just stretching, releasing tension, softening, experiencing, listening to the body. Okay, and on the out breath, return your arm to be by your side. Take the arms again out to shoulder level, out to the sides, palms face down, step the heels towards the bum, feet about hip width apart. And now as you exhale, let both knees go towards one side. Inhale, center, both knees fall to the other side. And repeating this movement. The exhale breath lets the knees fall to the side. The inhale lifts the center. And if you care to also introduce your head rolls, so as your knees go to one side, your head rolls in the opposite direction. Main thing I'd say is just listen to your body, stay with it, sink into the experience. Okay, we'll pause. Let's bring the inner legs together. And then continue, going side to side again. And of course, if bringing the legs together results in too much of a pull on the lower back or hip, then step the heels apart again. Listen to the body. Let it feel nice as you move your body. We'll do a couple more side to side. Lovely, come back to the center. Step your feet hip width apart again, and once more, reach your heels forward to the front of your mat. Now, arms by your side again, hands by your hips. On the inhale, take the arms overhead, back behind. Stretch into your fingers, and on the exhale, return your arms by your side. Let's repeat this movement. Inhaling, reaching back. Exhale, arms by your side. Okay, so we move with awareness, listening to the body. We breathe with awareness. And we coordinate the movement to be with the breath. So inhale, arms back overhead, extension through the shoulders and arms, the upper body, and exhale, arms by your side. Let's do a couple more. Inhale overhead, back behind. Exhale, arms by your side. Good pause. And then take the arms overhead, back behind, and let's just hold this extension. Reach into your fingertips. Extend your heels forward towards the front of your mat. Kick into your heels. Lengthen out your body. Let it feel nice. Interlace your fingers with your arms behind your head. Now we keep the palms facing in. You can bend the elbows to dial down the stretch in the shoulders. We want to have our hands down on the mat. Just allow the right amount of stretch come into your shoulders and lengthen out your arms. Take some breaths here. So again, looking to find this place where you're definitely stretching and lengthening, but you're not straining, you're not pushing. Sense of softness that can be brought to the stretch. Maybe bring your wrists together. And a couple of breaths here. Okay, and take the arms out again to shoulder level. On the inhale, let's take one foot towards the ceiling, stretch the leg, reach into your heel. Exhale, bring it back down. Okay, we'll do a few of these, switching from side to side, from leg to leg. The inhale stretches the leg up towards the ceiling, flexes the hip. The exhale brings the leg down. Remember, like when you're doing a set, just use the first 3 or 4 or 5 as warmer uppers. Then move with awareness. Breathe with awareness. Move with your breath. Inhale, stretch your leg. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, stretch it. Switch sides. A few more leg to leg. And then down and pause. Step the heels towards you. Bend the knees in towards the trunk. Now we can hold on to the backs of the thighs. Or if it's okay, we take a deeper bend in the knees and hold on to the front of the shins. Just be aware of your back here. We don't want any strain in the knees, obviously, either. Relax your outer shoulders. Bring the toes towards you. And we'll hold this posture for a few breaths. Slowly inflate your lungs, slowly deflate your lungs. As you hug the legs, soften on the inside. Listening to the body, we become very mindful of it. Body is an object to be aware of. And so we disengage from thinking by engaging with the body. We disengage from thinking by engaging with the breath. Let's take one more breath here. Okay, leave the legs as they are. Take your arms again out to shoulder level. Now beginning to make circles with your knees. So rotating your knees, your legs, loosening out the lower back and hips. Okay, let's reverse the flow. And one more time, reverse the flow, we change direction. Okay, good. Now left hand on the left knee, right hand on the right knee. Dynamic froggers, it's like rowing a boat, bring the knees towards you. Let them now go out to the left, to their respective sides. Left knee goes left, right knee goes right. Side open your hips, stretch the groins. And the legs go away from you, they come together. And again, circles. Sort of like rowing a boat. We make circles with thigh bones. Stay stretching into your heels as you do this. We'll activate the hips. Nice movement in the shoulders as well. Change direction. Okay, good. Bring the inner legs together. Take your heels to the floor. And now open your knees out like butterfly wings. Left knee falls to the left, right knee falls to the right. Once again, interlace your fingers with your elbows bent. Take your arms overhead. Bring your hands to the floor behind you. Tune into the stretch in your shoulders. And as you begin to straighten your elbows, keep the hands down. Just allow a deepening, a dialing up of the stretch in the arms and shoulders. Keep your head and neck relaxed. Bring the back rib cage onto the mat, floating ribs into your body. And take awareness down into the hips and groins. Okay, so we'll rest here in Supta Baddha Konasana. Again, as you hold the stretch, maybe more movement, more range of movement starts to appear. So you could stretch the elbows a bit more, maybe bring the wrists together. But don't lose the softness. Don't lose the capacity to take breaths which are complete and soft. Then rest your body in awareness, rest your breath in awareness. Let's take a couple of more breaths here. Okay, draw the knees up. Extend the legs forward towards the front of the mat. So full extension. So again, you may have just the right amount of stretch here in the arms and shoulders, but if you want, flip your hands so that they face away from you and stretch out your shoulders a little bit more. Reach into your heels. Take a breath or two here. Okay, return the arms to be by your side. One side stretch the upper body. So the hips stay where they are, the legs stay where they are, waist stays where it is. But elbow walk or shuffle your chest, shoulders, head over to one side of the mat. So now we're side bending one side of the upper body. If you care to, decide that you're bending, take the arm overhead again, out to the side. Maybe take the wrist with the opposite hand. Just stretch the side body from the hip to the shoulder, to the wrist. Don't overdo it. Try not to roll out to the side, just side flex your spine. Breathe into the outer body. One more breath here. And let's come back again to center. Okay, so again, just set up your hips, waist, legs, all stay in the center of the mat, but then you elbow walk or slide or shuffle your ribs, your chest, your shoulders, head over to the second side. Now we're side bending opposite side from the hip to the shoulder. Again, if you care to, that arm can reach overhead, out to the side. Maybe take the wrist. Take some breaths. Listen to your body. Sink into the experience of the posture. A couple more breaths. Conscious breaths, slow breaths, soft breaths, complete breaths. Okay, we come back to the center. Bend your knees, step your heels towards your bum. Okay, keep your knees bent, but we'll lift one knee, one foot into the air, and the knees bent. Arms come out to shoulder level again. Now rotate your thigh bone out to the side, down low, away from you, and up and around. We make circles with the thigh. Have a nice bend in the knee. Avoid falling out to the side, so keep your back waist pretty firm. Just side open the hips, stretch the groin. Great, good. And maybe we'll change the direction. Circles. 2 and 1. Okay, so take that leg, we reach the heel up towards the ceiling. Then straight leg comes down. Inhale, flex the knee, bend the knee towards you. Take the heel to the ceiling, straight leg to the mat. So just a few of these. Inhale, knee comes in, heel to the ceiling. Exhale, straight leg to the floor. Okay, keep this going. So we're taking the hip and the knee through flexion and extension. Let's do 2 more maybe. Bend the knee in, reach the heel to the ceiling, stretch the leg, and then straight leg down. And final one. Okay, and take your foot down. So both knees are bent. Second leg. Bent knee comes into the air, and then out to the side, down low and around. So opening the hip. Circles with your thigh. And reverse direction. Okay, good. Stretch the heel to the ceiling. So open the eye of the knee, then straight leg to the mat. Inhale, bend the knee, bring the knee towards the trunk, stretch the heel to the ceiling, opening the knee, exhale, straight leg down. And repeat this movement a few times. Maybe 2 more times. And pause. Let's allow the breath in. Slowly fill the lungs. Allow the breath out. Slowly empty the lungs. And bring the knees together towards you. Again, option to hold on to the back of the thighs or in front of the shins. Make sure there's no pressure in your knees or strain on your back. So holding the back of the thighs would be the more comfortable option there. Bring the toes towards you. So again, you can stay here or on the exhale, also curl up the chest, tuck the chin. We'll pause here, relax the head and neck. I'll take a couple of breaths. And recline the head. Take the arms out to shoulder level. Now we'll keep the knees deeply bent. On the exhale, just tilt the knees away so you get a deeper extension or arch in the lower back. So not too far. And then inhale, bring the knees towards you. Stretch the back. And we repeat this. So the exhale, you just roll forward onto the sit bones, tilt the knees away, arch the back, and inhale, bring the knees towards you. So you concave, convex your lumbar a few times. Okay, grand. Now take hold of the back of your thighs. On the inhale, reach both heels towards the ceiling. Move slowly, move with awareness. And on the exhale, bend the knees again. So we'll do several of these. Inhale, stretch the heels towards the ceiling. Exhale, flex your knees. Stretch the legs, bend the legs. On the inhale, stretch your legs. On the exhale, bend the legs. Let's do maybe 2 or 3 more. Let's call the next one the last one. Grand. Keep the knees bent, but bring your feet down. Stretching each leg in turn. Take one heel towards the ceiling. Hold onto the back of your thigh. And bring the back waist down. We can keep a soft bend in the knee to take pressure off the knee, the hamstrings, and the back even. Stretch into your heel though. Open across the ball of the foot. Relax the outer shoulders, the head, the neck, and take some breaths. So again, here in a hold, you don't go to a maximum strong stretch, just allow the body to open to the stretch. Open to extension in the knee, extension in the leg, flexion in the hip. Now we can let the legs swing a little bit left, a little bit right, a little bit left, a little bit right. Just go side to side a few times. Just bringing a dynamic to the stretch. Now making circles with your leg, rotating the foot as it were in circles. And reverse the direction. 3 and 2. 1. Then let's just hold the stretch again. Reach into the heel. Even if it's just a centimeter, can the toes be taken to the wall behind you? Deeper flexion in the hip. Stay holding the leg, but on an exhale, can you curl up your chest, flexing mid-upper spine. Keep the head and neck relaxed, don't yank on the neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring your head down, arms out to the side. Now the next one can be done either with the leg as it is straight or the knee bent to take pressure off of the body, but we just let the leg out to its own side on the out breath, and inhale, bring it back up. Okay, exhale, open it out to the side, inhale up. As I say, if a straight leg is just too much of a pull on your back or the leg or your strength, just bend the knee. Do that movement with less kind of effort required. So bent knee or straight leg, let's just do it 2 or 3 more times. Great. And let's switch sides. So second leg. So to begin with, both knees are bent onto the back of your thigh. And bring the back waist down. We can keep a soft bend in the knee to take pressure off the knee, the hamstrings, and the back even. You can have a soft bend in the knee to just take tension out of the back or the hamstrings or the knee itself. Reach into the heel, open, spread across the toes. Head and neck relax, outer shoulders relax, chest relax. Stretch your hamstrings without getting into a battle with them. So you want just the right amount of challenge where just stretch, but you can still be soft on the inside, maintain the rhythm of your breath. Let's take the leg a little bit side to side. So you're just swinging 4 to 6 inches side to side. Keep the back waist down. Let's come into circles. Change the direction. Okay, let's hold the stretch. Reach into your heels. Back waist down. Knee can have a soft bend. And then the toes, even if it's just a centimeter, can go to the wall behind. So the stretch is not in the back of the knee, of course. The stretch is in the back of the thigh, maybe the calf, but the muscles, yeah, not the joint. Although we've good flexion in the hip joint, the hip flexors. Okay, we'll take a few breaths here. Let's say 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so the leg can stay as it is. Take your arms out to the side, shoulder level, palms down. And the next movement, of course, can be done with the leg straight as it is or with the bent knee, the easier version. But on the out breath, let the leg go down to the side. Inhale, bring it back up. So you're just releasing the leg, either straight or bent, out to its own side without falling out to the side. And on the inhale, lift the leg again. And we'll do a few of these. Don't overdo it. Just think movement done with awareness, breathing done with awareness. Okay, maybe let's say the next one will be the last. And we're back up. Bend the knees, take your foot down, extend your legs forward to the front of the mat. Sweep the arms overhead, back behind. Hook one thumb, cross over one thumb, hold your thumbs. Draw on the thumbs, wriggle some stretch through the shoulders. Let's change the cross of the thumbs. Wriggle some stretch through the shoulders. Okay, we're going to bend one knee in. And we can hold the back of the thigh or the front of the shin. Just make sure there's no pressure on the knee. Bring the toes towards you. On the exhale, curl up the chest, tuck the chin. On the inhale, raise the straight leg so the toes are about roughly level with the eyes. So we can stay here, holding the leg, or release your arms to be by your side. Arms by your side. If you want the bent leg, you can take the shin more parallel to the floor. The arms can stay as they are or take them vertical. We'll hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the back of your leg. Bring the trunk down, leg down. Release the leg. Let's take a breath or two here. And we'll do the second side. So once again, we sweep the arms overhead, back behind. Second leg, draw the knee towards the trunk. So you can hold the back of your thigh or grab hold of the shin. Just make sure there's no pressure in the knee. On the upright, curl up your chest, tuck the chin. So avoid yanking on the neck. Inhale, raise your straight leg. So just go to the step where you have the right amount of challenge. Stay holding the leg. Let's take the shin parallel. Now maybe the arms release by your sides. Maybe they go vertical. Wherever you are, we'll do a count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the leg. Recline your trunk. Recline your straight leg. Release the leg. Reach into your heels, stretch back behind, lengthen out your body. Take a couple of breaths here. And we'll come to do a few seated movements. So you can roll up from your side or bend the knees towards you. Grab your legs, rock and roll up to be seated. Once again, bending your knees, lean back behind. Fingers point out sideways. Lean back a nice bit. Spread the toes. Make good connection with the mound of the big toe and the inner heel. Elbows soft. Drop in the pelvic floor. Mindful of the back. Begin to open the front of your body, curling the chest. Arching your back. Curl the chest towards the ceiling. Outer shoulders back. Don't overdo it, just feel an opening in the front of the body. Extension in the back of the body. Take your shoulder blades more firmly onto your back. Listen to your body. Tune into the body. Lift your chin, take it back. Take a couple of breaths here. Okay, raise your head. Now keep your upper body as it is, but bring the soles of your feet together. Place your feet together. So we descend the thighs again. Side open your hips, stretch the groins, and once again, we arch the back. So we want to work to be like opening the front of the body, side opening the hips, stretching the groins, arching the back. No strain in the knees, no strain on elbows, no strain on wrists, no strain on the neck. Just let the chin come up and back. Take the shoulder blades into your body, outer shoulders back. Draw up in the pelvic floor. Take a couple of more breaths here. Okay, nice. Raise your head. Now lift your knees. Keep your hands and upper body as they are, but extend the legs out in front. If you want, you can turn your fingers forward. It will just bring a bit more of a stretch to your shoulders as once again you arch your back. Outer shoulders back. Make sure there's no pinching in your shoulders. Chin up and back. Open the front of your body. Be aware of your back. Okay, we'll take a couple of breaths here. Okay, raise your head, bend your knees, and sit yourself up. Okay. All right, hips between your hands. Knees are softly bent, but the legs are extended in front. We'll do Dandasana. If your back is very weak or your hamstrings very tight, then you could sit on something. So high fingertips by your hips. Roll or relax your shoulders from your ears. Now this is a good place to be. Just be aware of your back, be aware of your legs. Take a breath or two here. And just staying aware of your breath usually is a good indication of if you're going too far or not. But if it's okay, extend into your heels. Again, mindful of your back. If it's okay, bring the inner legs together. And the option is there to soften the knees again. Maybe the last bit would be to bring the wrists towards the floor. But if that pulls on the back or the shoulders too much, then stay with high fingertips. And especially if you're sitting on something, then you wouldn't, I would say, be extending the wrists down. All right, so challenging posture. Take a couple of breaths here. Okay, from here, let's come to be reclining again. Extend the legs out in front. So we'll just do side bend again, but we'll also introduce the lower part of the body. So we start by keeping the hips and waist as they are, but walking the trunk, the top half of the trunk to one side of the mat. Now take the arm overhead out to the side, maybe grab the wrist. So this just might be enough for you. If you want though, we'll also side bend from the waist down to the heels. But this can pull on the outer hip and it can really challenge the back too. So do it slowly or maybe not do it at all. But basically the hips, waist stay as they are. But the feet are brought over to the same side. Maybe one foot and the second foot. Just be aware, as I say, of that stretch coming into the legs, the lower back, the outer hip. You don't have to do it if it's not right for you. You can still do like 50%, 60%, 80% of the posture. Okay, good. We'll take a couple of breaths. So the goal is really to just practice with the right amount of challenge consistently through time. Not over intense in any one occasion. Just think of the bigger picture, the longer journey. Avoid injury. Take another breath here, side bending. Okay, we'll come back to the center with the feet, the legs, the trunk, the spine. And going to the second side, take the head, the shoulders, chest to one side, keep the hips as they are, reach the arm behind. Again, don't want any pinching in your neck or your shoulders. Take the wrist maybe. If it's there, you don't have to, just go 40%, 50%, 60% of the way, whatever. Maybe stay here or move the feet to the same side as the shoulders. Be aware of the lower back. Don't pull on it. Be aware of the outer hips. Just get the right level of stretch. Take some breaths. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the center again. Okay, we'll do one easy twist side to side. We'll take one knee in towards the trunk. Place the hand outside the thigh. Guide the knee across the body. Rest the foot down on the lower leg. Be aware of your back. Keep the back shoulders down. And reach out to the side with the free arm. If that doesn't pinch the shoulder, roll the head, face out over the straight arm. The palm is down. So here, we just want to get a pleasant twist in the spine and the upper body. A stretch in the glute, the hip maybe. A bit of a stretch in the back, but no strain on the sacroiliac. No strain on any of the joints. Take a breath or two here. Listening to the body. Very aware of the body. Grounded into it. Okay, one more breath. Reclining twist. Let's raise the body again. And switching sides. Knee bends in. Hand outside the thigh. Bring the leg across the body. Keep your back shoulders down. Rest your foot on the lower leg. Turn your head in the opposite direction to the knee. If that doesn't pinch your shoulder or strain the neck or eyes, maybe the straight free arm goes out to the side. Get a comfortable twist. So again, you can just go into the twist to 40%, 50, 60. So maybe you don't extend out to the side so much. Maybe you don't turn your head. Maybe you don't roll the knee to the side so much. But again, just twist the spine, stretch the glutes, the hip, lower back a bit. No tension, no strain. Let it feel nice. Take a couple of breaths. And then take up a comfortable lying down position. Legs straight or knees bent. Reposition your body parts so that you are comfortable. Close the eyes. Again, bring the body to awareness. Not by thinking about it, but by experiencing the presence of the body. Feel it in awareness. Listen to it. Go into it. Open to it. Tune into it. And respond. Maybe you need to adjust a little bit more. And then let your body relax. Give up the weight of your body. Bringing your breath into awareness. Again, not by thinking about your breath, but by experiencing the inflow, the outflow. Give your breath its freedom. Just relax your body so your breath can flow more freely. And so then for about 90 seconds or so, we just rest in awareness, awareness of the body, awareness of the breath. As you do that, you just continue to soften on the inside, to let go on the inside. Just softening into present moment awareness, with some attention or focus given to the body, given to the breath, for about 90 seconds. Okay, so let's begin to close off our practice. So again, just come back to having a sense of yourself, a sense of your body, and see how you're feeling now. Then open outwards to a sense of the room that you are in, space around you. Begin to extend out into it, feel into it. And coming back to the body, beginning to bring movement to it, nudging it towards wakefulness again. Small movements to start, and then let those small movements develop into larger movements, just completing the task of waking your body up so that when you're ready, mark the end of the relaxation by rolling over onto your side, curling yourself into a little ball for a moment. From your side, open your eyes, fully awake again, fully alert. Then from your side, push down into your hands to sit up and seated up. Fully awake again, fully alert.